Stop coughing when I go live. It's when the coughs start coming. I go live when the coughs come. So hello, hi, hola, bonjour, buongiorno. Dzień dobry. What was I knew a bit of Greek at one point, but I can't remember it now. Anyway, hello, welcome to the English speaking talk. Yasu. Yasu was, I think, was goodbye. Yasu. Was it hello? Yasu? I can't remember now. Yasu. Anyway. So if you'd like to speak live, then you need to contact me on Skype. I'll just put it into the chat. So we speak through Skype, and my Skype name, I think, is Kelly or Kelly WS or Rebekah Maroon. Somebody who's not already a Skype friend, can you please just try and search for me and say what my Skype name is found under? Because I'm not too sure. I can't check on my own. So can you just check on, if you aren't already a Skype friend, then just try and check and see what my what I come under. So we speak through Skype, Kelly, or I'll put Kelly WS, Kelly WS, or Rebekah Maroon. That would be good to know what name to use. So hi Kitty. So yeah, welcome to the weekly YouTube stream. So I tend to do this on a Thursday, either at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. And I announce it on Facebook if it will be at 10 or if it will be at 2. You could check another way by just checking if I'm live at 10. If I'm not, I'll be there at 2. Or you could subscribe to me and tick the notification box, and then when I do go live, either at 10 or 2, you'll get a notification, so you'll know that way as well. So yes, so this is a non-duality talk, which is called such and such is not a someone, I think. Not a person, not someone. Such and such is not a someone. And this really is the crux of what non-duality is about. The crux. So non-duality is the most beautifulest subject. It really is the most beautifulest subject. The most loving subject. And the reason why I'm saying it's the most loving subject is because what we are looking for is love, and love is what this message is pointing to or describing or pointing out. That love is the nature of this reality. So love is right here. Love is not something found in time, so not something found in the idea of future or past. So normally we have this idea of love being something in time, so love being something that I can acquire as a thing, as an object, as an experience in time, in the future. Or even the opposite, I've had love in the past with an object, with a person. And that's not what's being spoken about here. This is an unconditional love. This is a love that's not based upon something, not based upon an experience, or based upon an object, or based upon a person, or based upon an idea or belief. It's a love that is ever present, a love that is not dependent on anything. You can't lose it. You can't hold it and own it. You can't. It's not something. It's not something you can do anything with. It's the nature of this. The nature of everything is love. Or you could say another way, and the nature of everything is emptiness. Which is love. Which is empty. Which is love. So this is what non-duality is talking about and describing and pointing out. The love that is. The love that naturally simply is, without any effort, without any practice to arrive at, without any journeying. It just simply is that. And what seems to happen for humans is that seems to be covered up. It seems to be veiled by this story of someone separate, this story of someone in time, this intellectual person that begins to develop as our language develops, as our brain develops. This creation of a character, of a storyline begins, and it seems to then cover up this already completeness, this already wholeness, because it's something in time, it's something moving. And so it seems to cover up this, it seems to mask it or veil it. The identification, I suppose, with that development becomes strong and stronger and stronger, as if that character is the most important thing, as if the movements and the stories are more important than this that isn't in that story, in that timeline. Like the natural reality gets like not ignored, but like the story of someone becomes a lot bigger. It seems that way. There's more interest, more energetic investment in that. And so if you like, you could say like this is a detoxing from that, a detoxing from that identification with being a person. Energetic withdrawal. Or you could describe it as a movement back to that, a shift back to that. Or you could describe it as a dropping away of this illusion, dropping away of this identification of being someone, of being a person moving in time. So this is simply what non-duality is about, that this isn't divided. Whatever this is, it isn't divided. So this is wholeness. And that can radically change. That can radically change. It can just be a radical change from feeling and believing and experiencing this as being separate, experiencing this from a limitation. experiencing this purely from the mind and the intellect, dropping into this. Or expanding out into this, so that this sense of you disintegrates. Like it doesn't have a border. It's not true, that illusion of border, that illusion that you exist as someone, that you exist as a limitation, that you exist as a thing, an object, a form. That may be the way our language is. So I'm going to the shop, I've just been swimming. That can be the language. So there's I, there's shop, there's I, there's swimming. But that's not the truth. That's not, like, it's a relative truth, but it's not truth. It's not a believed in reality. It's just simply a way of us communicating, us functioning together as a society, as a seeming relationship with another. To say I've just been swimming. It's a way of our communication, but it's not truth. It's not truth. Nothing in words, in language, in thoughts can be truth. It's moving and changing. It's like a superficial layer over things. It's not the blueprint. The blueprint is this, is what is actually happening. What is happening. And that is also not truth. That also can't be captured as truth. It just appears to be happening. You can't grab hold of it as a permanence. So there's this stillness, emptiness part, and there's this seeming movement part, this seeming form part. And neither of these can be held onto. None of them can be grasped as an object, as a form, because they aren't form. Even the movement, the seeming appearances, the seeming what's happening isn't actually form. The form isn't form, but it seems to be form. And it's very useful, the seeming form, like the glass, to hold the water inside of it, so it isn't just pouring through the fingers. The glass is very useful. The water is very useful. So what's being spoken about is the ordinary. The water, the glass, the wind, the bird, the hammock, the beanbag, the piano, the curtain, the light, the clouds, the sky, the knee, the hands, the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts, the ideas, the gnat. Nothing extra added on, nothing special added on. But the dissolving of the divide between them, not perceptually, not perceptually. So the bird's very clearly distinct from the cloud, the glass, the water, the piano, the hammock, very distinctly separate in the perception, the visual perception, the textural perception, but not simultaneously, not. And that can't be something that you learn or can learn. It's something that is I was going to say internal, but I don't know how else to say it. Something that is energetic, I suppose, is a way of saying it. It's not a mental knowing of that non-divisiveness. It's an energetic being of it, an energetic expansion beyond the border, beyond limitation. Like a wholeness beyond the seeming division, a wholeness beyond the apparent form. So such and such not being a someone is merely pointing out that there isn't a separate someone, that there isn't that division, there isn't that separateness that the mind projects, that the mind perceives. That it's not true. It's not the way it is. That's not the way it is. So if you've just joined, I did say earlier I wasn't sure what my Skype name is anymore. So if you aren't a Skype friend, could you please search for me on Skype and see what my name is and let me know in the chat box, because I wasn't sure what you find me under and I can't search for myself when I'm signed into it. So if someone can use Skype and just look for what my name is, that'd be very, very helpful. Thank you. But whatever the name is, you're welcome to now call on Skype, Kelly WS, or Rebekah Maroon. I'm not sure. So find me on Skype, and then you can message and call in to speak about this. Mm. My knee is a bit sore. I have to move my position. There. I haven't even got Skype on. Oh God, I haven't even got my Skype on. But I would have heard it anyway if it was I'm active. Kelly is active. Okay. Kelly is green. Yeah. Oh, I'm a little tired this week. It's been quite busy. It's been a busy week. Oh, that feels nice. That feels snug. Shog has said, it's like it flips at some point from importance and investment in story to wondering why it was put any effort in it at all. It can come and go, but then party pop up and a blow up explosion. It's like it flips at some point from importance and investment in story to wondering why it was put any effort in it at all. Yeah, but both of those flips are within the same mental construct. So it's the mind flipping to this, to that side, to this side, but it's still within the mind. It's still within concepts. It's like the mind saying, I can do it. There's hope. I can make it. I can achieve it. I can get there. I can do it. To flipping to, I can't do it. What's the point? It's hopeless. It's not for me. I can't have it. I can't arrive there. I can't achieve. It's a flip, but it's still within the same circle, the same box. So it's not really a flip. It's a flip within a flip. Inception. A dream within a dream. It's still within that same box. I can, I can't. I can, I can't. I will, I won't. And at one point, one will seem more agreeable, you prefer this side, and it will flip to the other side, and that will seem more correct at one point, and there'll be a fighting between the two sides, and yeah. But none of that is relevant. None of that means anything. None of that is what's being spoken about. The flip or the flop. The rip or the rop. None of it. So regardless of which flip is agreed with or which flip is playing out in the mind or in the beliefs, there's something here that's not in that and isn't dependent upon that. Whichever way it's flipping or flopping, there's something not dependent on that. And that's what's being pointed to. This world of change, this world of growth and destruction is the way it is. Growth and destruction, change, this and that, up and down. Get one thing, lose the other. That's the way it is. And while you believe that to be important, and while you believe that you're going to find peace and you're going to find a way out of that, in that, then that's the continual the seeking, the seeking of that energy, trying to find stability in a moving thing, which is impossible. To try to find peace in fluctuations and chaos, to try and find peace in that. And the only way of finding peace in the chaos is by finding is by is by the revealing of the peace that is full stop. Sorry, I need to it's the peace that is, regardless of chaos or peace. There's a peace beyond the peace. There's a peace beyond the movements, the change, the war and the peace. There's a peace beyond that. There's a peace and a freedom beyond that. And that's what's being pointed to and described. But there's something that doesn't move and change. The seasons change. The clock hand changes. Tick, 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 tick. The emotions, the feelings, the ideas, the beliefs, the thoughts, the experiences, all changes. The weather, I think rain's coming. It changes. We try to hold on to the sunny weather, just sun, just autumn. And it's impossible. We suffer. We suffer. We suffer. Oh, how humans suffer in the endeavor to find peace in this movement, this change, this forgetting what we are is human suffering. Forgetting what we are, that we aren't a character, we aren't a person, we aren't a we aren't a behavior or a preference or a collection of all these things together. That's who we think we are. And that's suffering. That's to feel incomplete. That's to feel unsettled. You can't rest as that. You can't rest as that movement, that changing thing. Only rest as what you are, the most naturalist thing. The most naturalist thing. And where is it? Where is it? Here. This. Here. This. Which can't be found, but is. Just is. You can't be found. You can't be found. So beautiful. So freaking beautiful. You are all there is. You can't be found. Okay, so it's a nice place to end it, I think. So no one managed to find my name on Skype. Okay, so we'll try again next. We'll try again next week to someone finds what my name is on Skype. I would say you get a prize, but I haven't got a prize to give. Okay, so yeah, lots of love, lots of love, lots of love. Okay, see you next week. Bye.